Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Made Men, issue number 2. So, Miss Frankenstein is basically, she has brought little Busy, whatever her name is, the guy who she's trying to help so that he'll help her. She brought his daughter back to life. Um, I'm not a huge fan of this because they showed, first off, how she actually got killed in the first place. She was kidnapped and the people who kidnapped her beat her up and then shot her in the chest, and she slowly bled out from a chest wound and talking the whole time, and just, yeah, not cool, not cool at all. And up until the last moment, she was still just an innocent little girl, and it was actually like really gory. And they wound up doing something very similar later on at the end of the comic. It went a whole lot faster, but at the same time, it's like it's not just the idea they just kicked some kid who was tied up on a roof off of the roof. But, since the parent didn't pay on time the ransom, they said the last thing this kid heard, they actually kicked the kid off the roof. They said, "Looks like your parents don't love you very much." It's like, wow. So this is officially, no, not cool, man. Not cool. Sorry, I'm a father, and this is not the kind of comic that I'm interested in reading. So I'm going to stop now with issue 2. There's only a few more issues that they're doing in this particular first run. I honestly don't care if they finish this run. At least I'll go to another series. I'm not going to be reading any more of them. It's just, not every comic is going to appear to each individual. I will say that the art is pretty interesting. I like the way that they don't actually show, they'll show bare flesh without actually exposing. It's interesting. And aside from it, the writing is pretty cool. It seems to go on for a long time. Like, there was a real long time explaining things when that you'd figure would have been done in the first issue. But whatever. There were actually, like, even though I knew I wasn't going to finish finish the series, I was expecting to still finish the comic. I did technically finish the comic, but I did just start skipping word bubbles and things like that eventually because it literally just dragged for me. So even if it didn't have a little too grotesque scenes in it that were just, no, sorry, not for me, this really would have been just a little bit too boring for my taste. So, you don't want to spend money on something and not actually experience the whole thing. So skipping over parts of a comic book is anathema. It's immediate, just, nope, sorry, this comic isn't going to cut it. So I'm going to give this comic a D. Mind you, this is me giving the grade, so it's just, no, not for me at all. And unfortunately, that's most of what's reflected in the grade. But either way, even like I said, even without those 2 child death scenes, I really couldn't recommend this to anybody. Unless it's just the idea of, listen, here's this really great concept. Save your money. Let me just tell you the cool parts of it. That's probably what I would do for somebody. Pull them a solid. Anyway, guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.